Good morning. On the show today, the UK's most successful girl band, Bananarama. There they are giggling away. And Merlin's King Uther, Anthony Head. They're joining us for Sunday lunch and the best of the week's telly. It's something for the weekend. We've got Karen Streb from Bananarama here with us as well to have a guess at that. Did you ever do the Kenny Everett show?
We did.
Did you?
Yes.
Nana Hey Hey, so I'm thinking
about 84.
84.
Oh, I was going to say that year.
84?
Yeah.
You both saying for 84?
Well, that's when I think we did, and we must have done it. Oh, no, it's
Well, I'll
later,
have
isn't it?
85.
Oh, I was going to do 85.
Oh, Angelica.
I think it's later. I'm going 87.
Well, actually, I think we did it after the fact, just because of that song. Yeah, 86.
I'm doing...
I'm
No, I'm
going
saying 86.
87.
No, I'm saying 86.
I'll stop.
88.
Oh, it's worse than the Dolly
having-
Rockers.
86, please.
You're going 86.
Yeah.
All right, we'll all stick with those answers. Okay, how are you? You well?
Yeah, good, thanks.
Good to be
Very
back.
good.
Doing the rounds.
Yeah,
It's quite
busy.
hard work, actually.
Is it?
When we started out in the 80s, obviously we were much younger and had the strength for it. Now the early mornings are a bit much.
Bit of a killer.
Okay, well let's start by letting everyone have a look back, reminisce on your early work here.
Going back in time there. Amazing.
I know.
Robert De Niro's Waiting. We just heard that. Was he a fan of the song?
He called us. He called us
phoned you
to
up?
go out for a drink, which we were shocked at. We were living in a council flat in Holborn, and Sarah's boyfriend answered the phone. He said, "Can someone come to the phone? It's Robert De Niro," which doesn't really
Yeah,
happen
right.
every day.
We were watching Brookside at the time, so nobody wanted to miss the episode.
Yeah.
We got some great stats for you here. You've been most successful girl band ever. Are you still the most successful
Well,
girl
most
band
of
ever?
the number of
Chart entries,
hits, yes.
25 top 40 hits and 40 million records sold, and that was when you actually got money for selling records.
Yeah.
You must be
Yes.
loaded. What happens then? Because this we'll talk about this album in a minute. But what happens then? You're obviously having good lives. You're sitting around. You've got your kids have grown up a bit, and you're sitting around. Who makes the phone call to say, "Should we start doing something again?"
We
Or-
never really
we haven't
stopped.
stopped.
You've never had a
stopped.
year, 2
Obviously,
years
in the,
off?
Yeah, we
well,
had
in the
some time where
90s
we
it
slowed
was.
down.
Yeah, in the 90s it was a bit more lean years, we call them. But we still kept touring and things like that. But our last release was probably about 3 years ago, so it's great to have a big major.
Has there never been a
to sign
time
us.
when one of you said, "Should we just stop this
We've
now?"
known each other since we were 4,
Yeah.
and we just enjoy doing what we're doing. I mean, I'm with my best friend travelling the world doing something I love. I sort of count myself as very lucky, and sort of making a living is just a bonus, really.
Yeah.
So it's quite addictive then.
Well, I think it's a creative thing. If you write songs and perform, I think it's a bit hard when you reach 40 to just say, right, I'm not doing that anymore, because it's something we love.
We probably should.
So this album, you started off by going to do cover versions.
Yeah.
And then it all backfired because you started writing material.
Well, we
which is-
started writing, and we got up to about 5 or 6 songs, and played it to a few people, and Fascination Records got to hear it and really liked it and said, "Can you actually write more songs, because we prefer your own ones to the cover version." So we had every intention of just doing an album on our own and putting it out on the internet, but then we got signed. It's our first major deal in a long time, so quite exciting, really. Didn't expect it.
What covers were you going to do?
We've done all sorts.
We did a really terrible one. What was the really bad one?
But for this album, was there going to be a theme
We've
to the
done-
covers?
no,
involved?
we've
no,
just-
you
we
were
did
just...
try
mixed
to
bag.
do Queen. What was the
We
Queen
tried
one?
to do
Don't
Queen.
Stop Me Now.
No, we tried to that was our anthem.
Killer Queen.
Oh, that was hopeless. We just couldn't get that one.
Really bad.
But we did. We've done everything from. There's one. Remember, a single bed. We did that. Do you remember
No,
that?
it doesn't
No.
matter. You should do it.
I'm sure you're just about old enough to remember that one.
Well, let's. Can you indulge us and we'll go back to the beginning because you'd had a single, but you had your big break by teaming up with Funboy 3, right?
Yeah.
Which I hated you for because I was a Specials fan, and I blamed you for breaking them up,
Oh,
even though it's nothing to do with you. Even though it's nothing.
They'd already had a single out.
Yeah,
It was the Funboy
I would
3.
still blame you.
Okay.
But what happened? How did Terry Hall get involved? Was it Terry who actually decided?
Yeah, he
he
saw a
bought-
picture of us in the face, and he'd actually heard John Peel play our first demo, which is IEA and Monar. And he just called up our office and asked, will we go and sing on his album? We're like, oh my God, he thinks we're proper singers. And it's just like, we were so embarrassed when we got there. We're like pushing each other, you go and sing that. And I mean, the first thing we did was aim what you do.
I think we've got a clip of that. We've got the.
Great.
I think this is.
Good.
You can tell us if this
will prove
is.
we weren't manufactured and we didn't go to stage school.
I like that very American Apparel outfits. Look, here you go. Are you so what?
Ugly.
Do you like seeing yourself that?
Not that
Not
early.
that- yes.
Hadn't come into my own at that point.
How old were you then? 17, 18? No,
About
right.
19.
Were you? Do you still speak to Terry at all?
Yes.
We saw him.
I haven't seen him in a couple of years, but we did bump into him in a club and
took
took
him
him
for
for
a
a ride on a
rickshaw
rickshaw ride.
He was in
rickshaw.
tatters by the
I
time we got off.
imagine. I saw it. I went to see the Specials, and you just realise what an iconic man he was, and how much influence he had on the whole music industry. Because that surly, not smiling, just getting on with
He
it.
taught us
Sound- the
loads because we
sounds
all
on those
played a
albums
drum
were
each,
great,
and
yeah.
I played a bit of piano with Terry on it. So he got us very involved when we went to sing on the album, and it gave us a bit of confidence. And as you can see, we needed it.
Okay, right. Now we need to hear your new single. So this is it. This out today on download.
Yeah,
and tomorrow
download on
actually.
iTunes today.
People are still buying
You can
CDs.
get CDs.
Yes.
I want a
There it
CD.
is, yeah.
Let's have a look. You look amazing in that.
Yes,
Thank
good
you.
lighting.
You look amazing here as well. It's brilliant. Now, last time we had the Dolly Rockers
Yes.
on. Did they? Because you've met them, haven't you, recently?
We did. We did a little thing with them and went for a drink because I think out of all the sort of young groups now, they felt they had probably had a bit of the spirit of Bananarama, and they did. They were
Yeah,
fun.
because they mentioned you last.
Did you get a word in edgeways with
No.
them?
Yes, we did. The little one talks a lot. Sophie, yeah.
They're quite funny, aren't they?
Yeah.
Was there such a thing as girl bands around when you
No,
came
not
along?
really. I think we were
No, I
there.
think we were kind of signed as a novelty act. They didn't think we'd last, and then we started having hits all over the world, and they just left us alone to do what we wanted, which was quite good. I don't think you get that chance nowadays. You'd be too styled and, you know.
Okay, all right, we'll talk to you more a little later. Karen and Sarah will be staying with us and take your emails along with Merlin actor Anthony Head. Hey, listen, we've had some emails coming. This one from Neil Simmons saying, are you doing a full tour?
We'd like to next year.
Yes.
We have to see how well the album does.
But wait, you're doing some gigs
We've
though
got
coming up.
GAY coming up next weekend, which is always an old favourite, and we're doing an HMV show in North London as well. If you buy the album, you can come and see it for free.
You can see it if you buy the album.
Yes.
Excellent. Brilliant.
All right.